Ah, Man, I have been exploring burnout since 2014 after I experienced burnout at the hands of this monster manager. And at the time, my understanding of burnout was just something that you flippantly throw around. I'm burning out. It was also a popular Xbox game back in the day. I did not actually know the extent to which the burnout had debilitated my ability to work at the levels of intensity that I was used to. The doctors had told me that I could no longer push myself the way I was used to pushing myself, or else next time it could be fatal. And two of the doctors who I spoke to said that based on the symptoms I presented when I experienced burnout in 2014, I suffered a silent heart attack. Which flabbergasted me because I thought up until that point I was physically healthy, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, completely gone. What's interesting, since 2014, there has been an awakening in the zeitgeist. There has been an understanding of what burnout is. Most people are experiencing burnout right now, and the market has met the moment. We are living through a golden age of solutions when it comes to burnout. There's no shortage of apps, books, courses, you name it, resources that are aimed at helping people to beat burnout and achieve more. Now, does that mean that burnout has been decreasing over the last 10 years? No. In fact, burnout is exponentially getting worse. It's a bit of a burnout paradox, if you will. Why is this happening? It's happening because leaders are insisting on prescribing individual interventions to what is clearly a system level problem. You cannot yoga or journal your way out of burnout. You have to look at the upstream factors which produce burnout, and they are fairness or inconsistencies in fairness, values, compensation, workload, reward, and community. And that's where the work needs to be done. And so, to your earlier question of do we do ourselves a disservice when we use monikers like quiet quitters or time thieves when it comes to describing people who are clearly experiencing counterproductive results in a workplace? That is a huge mistake because all it does is it others the employees. And if the employees do that to their leaders, it others them. And everybody's going through it right now. Most people have burned out within the past 3 months. The vast majority of the workforce. It's especially worse for senior leaders. The last study I read said that 94% of senior leaders are seriously considering quitting their jobs in the next 3 months to restore their well-being. So everyone's going through it right now. And if we don't address these upstream factors, it'll result in a burnout culture that will inevitably capsize the entire organization. So by othering people, we are doing ourselves a disservice by widening the perception gaps that already exist and are festering in organizations. I mean, last I checked, there was a 22% perception gap between dimensions associated with well-being in the workplace. Microsoft and Edelman study found that there was a 75% gap between perceptions of productivity in remote environments in the workplace. And so all we do by labeling each other during this time where people are hurting is we just further widen the gap and allow for burnout to seep in and take hold.